Hey, I'm Joe with RevZilla, and today we're taking a look at the Renthal Fatbar 36 R Works handlebars, available at RevZilla.com. So Renthal got started in Manchester, UK in 1969 by a couple guys named Renthal and Rosenthal. Put their names together, you have Renthal. They actually got started by making parts for trials bikes, but since then they've made a wide range of products for all sorts of motorcycles, but mainly dirt bikes. So you'll see a lot of Renthal handlebars, risers, levers, sprockets, chains, all sorts of stuff. So what we have here are a set of ultra fat handlebars specifically for dirt bikes. Now I'm going to say that these are really going to be best suited for motocross riders. And the reason being is I'm an enduro and hare scramble rider and I have wraparound handguards. And my handguard mounts toward the center wouldn't work with this 36mm handlebar. Now there's a couple wraparound handguard options out there that have alternate mounts, so you may want to consider that. But just be mindful of that when choosing the handlebar. So the handlebars themselves are $160 and the risers are around $70. So obviously you'll need to choose these 36mm risers to accept these handlebars. There's no other way to mount these bars. But just be sure that when you enter your bike into RevZilla's Bike Finder with your year, make, and model to find the correct risers for your machine. Now, so all in, you're around $230 to $240 for the full setup. Now, that does sound a little bit steep, but consider the fact that these handlebars, there's a much less chance that they would bend in a crash. So there are some long-term savings. If you do find yourself going through a few set of 7/8 or 1 1/8 handlebars throughout the season, consider that these bars are really going to hold up over that time. So there is some long-term savings there. So getting into the construction of these bars are made with a Renthal exclusive alloy called RevZilla. So it's an aluminum alloy that uses zinc, copper, and magnesium to really increase the strength so that they can cut the weight down. So the main advantage of these handlebars, in addition to the strength, is the weight saving. So we all know with competition machines, it's really important to keep the weight down, especially up high on the motorcycle. So, it would help handle the bike. But these are really no stiffer or anything than what you're used to. So no worries with that. So these bars are actually 20% stronger than a traditional 7010 T6 alloy. The other thing to consider is that these bars are 36% lighter than the next fat bar down, the 28mm fat bar. So definitely something to consider with the construction of these bars and that Renthal exclusive alloy. So one thing that's cool about these bars is that they are available in 4 different popular bends. So when you go to the product page, if you're looking for a specific bend that you're after, there is a table at the bottom of the product page that shows all the dimensions with the rise and sweep and everything, so you can choose the bar that you're used to. The other thing is that the risers do have 5mm of offset built in, so you could set them fore or aft on your triple clamps to really get them in the position that you're used to. So when I install handlebars, it usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes with traditional hand tools. No surprises here. It's just the same with these, even though they're fatter in the center. But just be mindful that I know me personally, every time I throw a new set of handlebars on a bike, I get a new set of grips because usually I end up cutting the left one off or they're too beat up anyway. So Renthal does have a full lineup of grips to choose for your machine there. So overall, I think this is a pretty cool option from Renthal because they're really pushing forward with the technology and trying new things to innovate the motocross world and off-road riding world. But if you'd like to see what other riders have to say about them, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. And as always, if you have any questions about these or anything else you see on our website, give our Gear Geeks a shout at 877-792-9455 or shoot an email to cs@revzilla.com. Thanks for watching our video today about the Renthal Fatbar 36 R Works handlebars. I'm Joe, and I'll see you next time.